Hey everybody, this is Dak. So glad to have you back. So, if you want to think about your life and how fast the time flies and just start reflecting all of that, well, on all of that, here's the song. Who knows where the time goes? This is a cover done by Eva Cassidy. First time I heard it, if you want a little anecdote, was in 2005, right after my divorce, which was pretty tough on me. And so I heard this song. A friend gave it to me, and so yeah, I'm driving down the road crying to this song. I was in a pretty pathetic state for several months and would just put this on loop. So it was just kind of stupid of me to do that, but I did. Anyway, it really affected me. It still does. This came off of Eva's 2002 posthumous album, 6 years after she died tragically at the age of 33 from melanoma cancer that took over her body. R.I.P., you sweet lady. She died way too soon. What they did was they compiled a bunch of albums of her music. She wasn't very popular when she died. Compiled a bunch of her music together. Then she went big in England, ended up selling 10 million albums in England and America and across the world after she died. So I guess her family and the band members are the ones who profited from this, but that's life. Anyway, so it was originally written and done by Sandy Denny. Her real name was Alexandra Elaine McLean Denny. That's a noble name. She went by Sandy Denny. Anyway, she was English, and she has a very Irish sound to her, Irish folksy sound. She wrote it, did it. She didn't actually put it on an album until 1973, and in the meantime, several big performers decided to do covers of it, including Judy Collins and gosh, a bunch of other ones, but Judy's became sort of famous, and it's a really nice version, very nice version. And then, of course, Eva did it later. Joan Baez and others did it as well. Sinead O'Connor. So, anyway, my three favorite versions, I've heard a bunch. My three favorites are so far Sandy's original, and then Judy Collins's, and then Eva's. So, what Sandy does with it is very folksy, very, country, just sweepingly emotional, very well paced, very authentic. I go back and forth on my two favorites. It's either Sandy's or it's Eva's. If I'm in that, I want to just feel that Irish life music, then it's Sandy's. If I want the voice of a goddess singing it with passion and gorgeousness, then it's Eva. The passion by both of them, I would say, is equal. It's just a different style that you're looking for, that you're looking for in the moment. So I can't say which one's better. Eva Cassidy is known for doing covers many times better than the original artists. She did so many. This came off of her Imagine album in 2002, and it's got Imagine by John Lennon and so many others. Tennessee Waltz. I'm drawing a blank, but there's 10 songs on there. They're all perfect. Anyway, so this is Eva Cassidy with Who Knows Where the Time Goes, and just sit back, my friends, and think about where the time goes. This is just gorgeousness. 5.5 minutes of gorgeousness. So here we go with Eva. Starts out a little bit low, and then the volume comes up. Nice.
Across the evening sky, all the birds are leaving.
Come on. Come on, come on. That's just so... It's so moving, it's so touching, it's so gorgeous. One thing I forgot to mention is this song has three parts. It starts out with a lot of great imagery and then goes into time, and then where does time go? And I just love the structure of it. But the way Eva starts out here, very low for a potential buildup, is just extraordinary.
Oh, but then you know it was time for them to go. By the winter fire, I will still be dreaming.
That voice, folks, that voice. And I think she's doing the guitar work on this. She plays an acoustic so gorgeously, and the acoustic is perfect for this song.
I do not count the time, for who knows where the time goes. Who knows where the time goes.
Time.
Sad deserted shore, your fickle friends are leaving. Oh, but then you know it was time for them to go.
You know, in a lot of music, they have what's called it's call and response, I think it is, where you have the voice and then the instruments respond. They do their own talking back to the voice. This song has a lot of that. The guitar comes in, even though the song has a melancholy, melodious sweep to it. The guitars come in and give it some nice energy. I love that about this rendition of the song, and Sandy's has that as well. Lovely, just lovely.
But I will still be here. I have no thought of leaving. I do not count the time, for who knows where the time goes. Who knows where the time goes.
I always think that's a violin on that. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but the way that violin or whatever that is coming in there, just, oh, it's just, oh boy, that really gets me.
I know I'm not alone.
Okay, it just shut off. I'm not sure why, but I mean, there's so much sweetness in her voice. The way she sings that, who knows? With Sandy's, it's almost more emotional with Sandy's version, which is extraordinary. With Eva's version, it's almost sort of optimistically sweet and beautiful, like this reflection of who knows where the time goes, but it's so gorgeous the way she sings it. It's so moving. I mean, it just like sweeps along. It puts you in this almost reverie. For me, it puts me in a reverie for 5 minutes. And just love the production on this also. The call and response that I was talking about a while ago. And it's really well done on this. The way the violins, the guitars, and I think background synth or something on this, I'm not sure what it is, really accentuates and gives a response to her voice, and then she comes back in with that gorgeousness. This song really shows off Eva's voice and her soul. She had just an enormously terrific soul, which part of the tragedy of these two women, Sandy and Eva, is they both died very young. Sandy died at 31 in 1978, and then Eva died at 33 in 1996. Sandy wrote this when she was just 20, and then performed it, I think, or did a demo on it when she was just 20, and then of course died 11 years later. But both these women extraordinary. This version is. I listen to it more than Sandy's. I think because this just has so much. It has some optimism in Eva's voice, even though there's sort of a melancholy reverie on it. It just, the way she sings it it just soars. That's what it is. It just soars through the air, and it takes me places. Yeah. So, so that's it with Eva Cassidy. I'm gonna do a bunch on Eva Cassidy. I just love her, and I'll go back. I'll go into her story a little bit too. It's pretty fascinating, really, with Eva. She was one of those sweet, lovely people who had a mind of her own and was still sweet. And that just doesn't happen very often, does it? Okay, my friends, let me know what you think and if you like Eva, and I'll catch you soon on the backside. Take care of yourselves. Bye now.